So around this time last year, I made shocking websites about Best Score, Hoodsite, and even Kekma. Today almost marks that year, and today I discover another shocking website that I have personally never heard before. What's up, everybody? I'm Amaryx, and today we're going to talk about this particular website called Goatse. So Goatse featured this particular website where it had a picture of a man just hunching over, spreading his anus, forming a black hole, trying to send us into the abyss of the late 90s. This was one of the most earliest forms of shock media entertainment on the internet, and it did a lot of impact on the internet as well. It would send emails to people, and people would go around, especially with their coworkers at the time in the offices, and they would just send links to people on the internet just bullshitting and trolling people. It was mainly used to give a huge, giant, nasty reaction to people on the internet because stuff like this wasn't exactly in video format on the internet as well, because this was a time where you really couldn't play much videos or content on the internet yet, unless you had like a specific DVD or something. Now, a lot of people are wondering who was the man in this particular picture, right? And well, his name was Kirk Johnson, and this guy was actually a internet pornography performer back in the late 90s and also early 90s. Another thing that would also happen too was if they couldn't send the link to their coworkers on the internet, they would actually use a file name called hello.jpg, take that picture, and also send it to people through people's emails on the internet, especially at work or to their boss, or just to troll and just piss off people. As fun and impactful it was for trolls to send people these nasty links, right? It did have a couple controversy a few years later to the point where people had enough. On January 14th, 2004, this website Goatse was actually suspended due to the many complaints of break-in violations, and also just people were just complaining about how nasty and controversial it was. But it didn't take very long for internet trolls and the diehard fans to make mirror copies of this specific website that you could probably access to this day. Now, due to this crazy impactful controversy behind this website, that it took about literally 3 years of fighting with the domain people and the internet users, not users, but the domain holders, to finally restore the domain back to in its original entirety about 3 years later into 2007. That's a long time. And even then, that website, when it came back, didn't even last very long because people were trying to sell it on a search engine optimization website to basically make a bunch of money off of it through an auction. The website was almost sold until people were trying to buy the website as a fake bidder for $500,000. And of course, they would politely decline because holy shit, dude. That's a lot of money to steal. A few years later, that the auctioneers were still holding the website on hold, and they would try to sell it again for like $15,000 in 2009. But for some odd reason now, no one wanted it anymore. So it took until May 16th of 2010 that the official website would be active once again with no issues. And to this day, you could literally Google it or type it in on the search engine and it would pop up as a little tradition. Now, unfortunately, Kirk Johnson himself has passed away because he was a bit older when this happened. And it's very unfortunate too because the very impactful and the very unique people always seem to die either earlier or they just die just because of life and stuff. And it kind of sucks because it is a very interesting little internet mystery that he had created through this picture that the internet kind of took and kind of spread around. But the good thing is that there are internet parodies to show the internet's appreciation for this particular type of meme and style, and it kind of spread around over the years too to show the impact that Kirk Johnson and his anus showed for the whole internet and the impact. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I'm not gonna lie guys, I was very surprised that I did not find this a little bit sooner because around this time last year, around spring, that I was going on an impact journey of just finding some crazy internet findings and morbid curiosity stuff. And now I did finally find one that's really interesting to talk about that really does excite me. Now, I'd like to say this, that I am sorry for not uploading for 2 weeks. Unfortunately, life just got into the way and I had to actually get a new car finally. And I will probably show you guys that new car on my second DoorDash channel that I am currently working a video on. And yeah, it kind of sucks with all the stupid life and stuff happens when you finally make a big financial decision. It was, in fact, a rocky start for the year, but hopefully now for the rest of the year that it will just sail on very smoothly. At least let's hope so. Now, if you gotten too far into this video, if you really enjoyed this type of content, make sure to leave a like. And if you really dig it, you should subscribe to the channel because there will be a lot of consistent uploads coming pretty soon. And yes, guys, it's going to be a good year, and I think everybody in this channel is going to really appreciate what's to come next. I'll see you later, guys.